Well, in order to find out a little bit more about who you're going to meet with, it's always good to do some homework. So to find out who is the organization and what is it that they do, what is it that you're interested in asking them while you have this opportunity to meet with the person.
Do your research. Make sure you take a look at the company's website, get to know who the people are, get to know the projects that they're working on, come in prepared to ask questions. Also take an opportunity to practice with friends and family members. Make sure that you know what you want to say and that you're able to get your ideas across in a clear and concise manner. And finally, I'd probably recommend that you be yourself. I think sometimes people go into interviews and they want to put on a show or they feel obligated to talk up some of their experience. But if you let your personality shine through, then I think that's probably what the interviewers will respond to the most.
Anytime you can get an interview is a great experience, but when you're on the phone, you don't necessarily have that reinforcement of face-to-face, so you sort of have to push the extra mile and go the extra step to sell yourself. You know, be high energy, be very familiar with your work history and some of the things that you've studied, and be prepared to talk about those in a very high energy sort of way.
What is your greatest strength and greatest weakness? That's a great question for two reasons. As an interviewer, I always throw that question out because it's a good way to gauge from an interviewee if they've even thought about that. Are they clear in their own heads about what they wish to learn out of an internship process? Or are they just going in saying, oh, well, I just want a job? You want to have a good answer to your greatest strength and greatest weakness question because, again, it proves that you've thought about it, but it also shows that you are willing to grow and willing to learn.
One of the toughest questions that a lot of young people get when they go to an interview for a job or an internship is, what is your greatest strength and your greatest weakness? And I think a lot of people are afraid of that question. And they'll make up some answer like, my greatest weakness is I work too hard, or that I don't take time out for myself. And the problem with that is most employers are going to look at that and go, you know what, that's just a joke. That's not a real answer. And so the thing that young people need to think about, or anyone needs to think about when they're applying for a job, is being genuine. It's not the mistake you made, it's not your weakness, it's what did you learn from it.